Good afternoon. Today, on the AJC Global Forum 2023 stage, we will record the first of two special episodes in front of a live audience here in Tel Aviv. With me on stage today are two extraordinarily courageous women whose lives were turned upside down on February 24th, 2022, the day Russia invaded their home country of Ukraine. They packed up what belongings they could, left behind their lives, their fathers, and started to rebuild here in Israel, a country they never expected to call home. Diana Bukhman and her two sons, ages 9 and 10, lived in the seaside city of Odessa, Ukraine. For some time, she ran a Jewish orphanage, as well as one of Ukraine's hottest nightclubs. Her first husband wanted to make Aliyah, but she did not, and so they divorced. But when Russia invaded her home and she fled, like so many others, her plans changed. Diana and her sons now live in the Jerusalem suburb of Piskat Zev. Margo Vdovichenko was living the ordinary life of a Ukrainian teenager in the capital city of Kyiv. Her mother married an Israeli citizen, and at the time, assured Margo and her brother that she would not join him in Israel until they were older. When Russia invaded, Margo, her brother, and her mother found themselves on an unexpected journey to the Jewish state. Please welcome Diana and Margo to People of the Pod. Diana, I would like to start with you. When did you flee Odessa? And after originally declining Aliyah, how did you decide to come to Israel after all?
The first moments we don't believe, we till the end don't believe that it can start. And me as a principal of Jewish Volunteer Center, I want to stay and help people, old people, people with special needs. But my mother tell me all the time that now my job is to protect my kids, and we need to get out from Ukraine. So we're going to the Romania, and I think where can we go, what we can do, and my Jewish clever mom said that only Israel is waiting for you. Only all over the world you will be like refugees. Only in Israel you will be the part of community, you will be the citizen. For the first seconds, you will be the part of this country. Mm-hmm. So I decided that, yes, this is, she said it true, this is, it means, yeah, I'm going to Israel.
But what did you leave behind?
All my life. I think I have a life probably much like yours. And I have a lot of friends, I have a good job, I help people. All my life I want to be an actress, and before the war I started a career as an actress. I was on TV show, everybody recognized me. I even make my stand-up show. I have a lot of friends. I have a real perfect life, and I left it all there.
They're going to post some pictures on the sides here at some point. And when they go up, I want you to tell us what we're looking at. These pictures were taken from inside a bus. I'm just going to wait. Just hold on for a second, make sure. Oh, are they? Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at those walls. So we are looking at pictures taken from inside a bus, and the people are saying goodbye to each other. Can you tell us who they are? And I'm curious kind of what's going through your head as you look at these pictures and remember those moments.
Of course I remember this moment, and yes, it is the parting time that we see my parents, and we go to evacuation. And this morning we can't talk with each other. We only look to each other with the terror-red eyes, and the parting words of my father was, if it will be bombing, take your kids down on the floor and cover them. And it really helped because when we were in the Romanian side before, it started a bombing and I take my kids down, and that was the first time that they understand that it is a real war and they afraid and me afraid. I think that this is the finish. But there on the floor, I remember all story of my grandmother about the Holocaust and realized that I'm not in the same situation. I have Israel, I have hotel, I have people support, I have suitcase, I have phone. So I need to stand up and be brave and take my kids to the safety place.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for taking us back to that moment. I know that was really challenging. Margo, we also have a picture from you, from your journey as you fled Kyiv. Can you describe what you saw along the way and why you thought to take a picture of this?
Well, on the picture, we can see the main and the central road in Kyiv. This road was used by many people to go to work, to go to the city center, to go to school. I was using it every day to go to school, like for about 5 years. And this military equipment was left on the streets of Kyiv, on the roads of Kyiv, when Russian forces were advancing really rapidly according to their plan to take Kyiv as fast as they can. The plan's name was Kyiv for 3 days. That's why, as a result, they failed and they left a lot of military equipment, cars, tanks broken on the streets, and this is a really bright example of it. This place is located really next to my home where I've been living for a while, and it's really hard to see this road so empty because it's usually crowded and many cars because everyone is going somewhere using this road.
Must have been really stunning to see this. Can you describe the life that you left behind in Ukraine?
I think as everyone who left Ukraine, they left a lot of things there. First of all, I left some members of my family. For example, my dad, he's still working as a surgeon in a Kyiv's hospital. He's working there during the whole wartime. He's helping people, saving their lives, but I really miss him and I don't have an opportunity to see him. I know for how long. But yeah, I've also left our apartment that gave me a huge feeling of comfort and of warmth and coziness, and of course my family that I really miss. They're still there.
How have you adjusted to your new life here in Israel?
My life changed a lot when I came to Israel. First of all, I came to school. It's located in Tel Aviv. I made there a lot of new friends. I made friends even with people from Russia. It was a big challenge for me to have these friends, but they're really great people, and I'm really happy that they're in my life. We started our youth here, so my social life began here. We started hanging out somewhere, going out, and so on. In Ukraine, I can say that I was really socialized, but I still love this cozy and warm place.
Your youth began here. Yeah. Wow. AJC sponsored plane loads of Ukrainians seeking refuge in Israel, and I remember having a conversation with our AJC Jerusalem director, Avital Leibovich, who reminded us that people come to Israel from all over the world seeking safety. Do you feel safe here, Margo?
Growing up in Ukraine, it was exactly another situation. Like, I've been growing up in a very calm country with no actions, and I can say, like, I wasn't feeling like I'm in danger. That's why when I came to Israel, it changed a lot, because I had to understand that some streets can be dangerous for some times, and terroristic attacks can happen, and also rockets can fly from the sky. And so many countries which are near Israel can attack all the time, so we need to understand that we should think more about our safety. But I can say that here I have a huge feeling of being safe. I think it's because of great job of military and security forces which are protecting Israel citizens all the time. So we are not living in head like we are during the war. So we don't feel it. And I'm really grateful that they do their best.
Yeah. Diana, you're at a different stage of your life, and you're a mother of two, with not just one, but two careers behind you. I'm curious how you've adjusted to life in Israel, what you found rewarding, what you found difficult.
First of all, I want to say that if you are in trouble in Israel, you don't feel yourself alone. Everybody stand up and help you, and I feel it so much because when I rented the apartment, it was without nothing. And I don't understand how to furnish it, and within few days people say to people, and bring me everything. I have everything. Within 3 days I have everything what I need. I even have a dry machine, which I never think that I know how to use it. It's amazing country, but it is difficult for me to start all over and to work as a mom and study in Ulpan. I have no time for make a friendship, for a real friendship. And in Odessa, I was somebody, and here I'm nobody yet.
Yet.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you added the yet. That's very important. How have you adjusted to the there's a different rhythm of life here in Israel. I mean, the slower pace approaching Shabbat, for example. I'm curious how has that adjustment been? How has it changed your lifestyle?
Here you feel all the magic of this land. It's magical land. The first months, I think I live near the hotel. I pray every day because I don't have meaning of my life. What next? What I need to do? I can't live, and all the day I pray near the hotel, and I have an answers. And wow, it's amazing. It's easy to keep a Shabbat. Everywhere is kosher. Wow. We have in Odessa, we have 3-4 restaurants, few shops, and here I can eat everything and don't think, oh God, my God, Hashem looking for me. And what about Shabbat? You even can't go out. If you even don't want to keep a Shabbat, you can't get out because everything is closed. And my first Yom Kippur was amazing. I never see all the people, no cars, all the people going through the city and walking. Everywhere is people. Nobody on phone, nobody on cars. It's like Mashiach come, really.
Margo, that's wonderful. Margo, as you said, your father is a surgeon still in Kyiv. Do you plan to go back home as soon as it's safe?
Yeah, my dad, he's working as a surgeon still, and I really miss him. And as soon as possible, I'd like when the war ends, I'd like to go home to visit my family, to visit my friends, to see my dad finally. It would be great. And but talking about plans, I'd like to stay here, to continue my life here, to get an education here, to become a doctor here, and to continue keep in touch with people which I met exactly here. So Kyiv has always been my home, but it seems like Israel became the second one.
Wonderful.
That's it.
Thank you both so much for sharing your stories and your journeys, and thank you for joining us here at Global Forum and on People of the Pod. So thank you.
Thank you.